Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Lightfall intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. Trials of Osiris has returned this weekend, as well as Xur with his new loot. So first off, we're going to cover all the things related to Trials and how you can even farm out some loot without playing, and then we'll jump over to Xur and then cover all the other things that you might want to do if you haven't had a chance to play it all this week heading into the weekend, because there are some really good farms available this week. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things I just mentioned also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and I do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into the next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So the Trials map for this week is the Endless Veil. Very small map, one of the original, I think, PvP maps. Probably good for shotguns or fusion rifles. I don't think snipers are really going to be that relevant this weekend, though there are some good sniping lanes. So if you're a really good sniper, you might want to check that out. Most people are probably going to be farming for the Immortal still. This is still the go-to meta weapon, at least available through Trials of Osiris. I think it's probably one of the top 5 PvP meta weapons, and I actually think there's some good PvE roles that you can get for this particular weapon. The Adept weapon is the Astral Horizon shotgun. I don't think too many people are going to be going for this, but if you want to get your hands on any of these, of course, you need 2 things. 1, you need Trials engrams, and 2, if you want the Immortal, you have to at least rank up to rank 10. I am currently rank 6. It's not too hard to get those first few ranks, and you can even get them and some Trials engrams or Trials loot without playing. And I do cover this every single weekend, so if you're new to the channel, this is really for you. If you are a repeat viewer, you could probably skip ahead to the Xur loot, which I'll cover after. But essentially, there is a way that you can actually farm out Trials loot without playing at all. And this is for people who just aren't PvP oriented. They don't really like to get into Trials. It's just a little too sweaty, maybe a little too toxic for them. I know that I always kind of go back and forth on whether or not I really want to play Trials at all any weekend. So this is a way where if you're not playing Trials at all or don't plan to, you can at least get something from the Trials loot pool completely AFK, if you want to call it that. And this is by heading over to Twitch and going to one of the many streamers that stream Trials every single weekend. You'll notice if you go to their stream that there is an extension in the right corner of their screen which says Viewer Bounties. Now, what this is that certain Twitch streamers have been allotted by Bungie to allow people to view them for Trials XP. So simply by viewing them, you'll see things called Viewer Bounties in that little tab that's on the right side of the screen. You'll pick up the bounties, and then simply by watching the streamer, you'll be able to complete these bounties, and that will give you Trials rank. Couple of things that you want to keep in mind. You have to have your Bungie account linked with a Twitch account, so you need to have both of those things. But once you do, it's fairly easy. There's several different bounties that you can do, and this will get you to about rank 3, maybe rank 4. Again, only if you haven't played at all, which I'm sure that there are many people who just skip over Trials every single weekend. So this is really for you. Hopefully you can get yourself some Trials engrams. Maybe you can even get a random drop on a really great rolled weapon. In any case, it'll at least shorten up your progress to get to rank 10 in order to acquire your Immortal, and then you could simply just go over to focusing and hopefully get the God roll that you want. And that's going to be it for all the Trials information this weekend. Hopefully you found something there helpful. We are now going to head over to Xur. But first, just quickly, the legendary Lost Sector today is over on Neomuna. I've said that wrong a couple of times. And it is awarding exotic helmets. Some good exotic helmets. I actually think Xur has one of the best exotic helmets currently available for Warlocks, at least. So we'll head over there really quick. And today's Xur can be found in the tower hangar. If you're having trouble finding him here, simply reload into the tower a few times. And today he is selling the Black Talon sword. We have the Shards of Galanor gauntlets for the Hunter class with a 63 roll. Very good distribution. Pick these up if you don't have them. We have the Atius wards for the Titan class. And we have the Verity's Brow for the Warlock. Now, this isn't the highest stat roll that you would probably want, but it is a good distribution, and this is a very versatile exotic. So if you don't have it, pick it up. It plays very well with a lot of different builds. For legendary weapons, we have the Firefight with Surrounded and Extrovert. We have the Royal Chase with Threat Detector and No Distraction. We have Enigma's Draw with Swashbuckler and Opening Shot. We have the Brigand's Law with Right Hook, Volt Shot, and Killing Wind. We have the Distant Terminus with Snapshot and Dragonfly. That's not bad. We have the Plank's Stride, I think I'm saying that correctly, with Right Hook, One for All, and Perpetual Motion. And then we have the Bad Omens with Kill Clip and Snapshot. Nothing too big here as far as rolls are concerned. Nothing a must-have. For the legendary armor, it seems to be fixed this week, which makes me think that it is really specific armor sets that are broken, not Xur loot altogether, because on certain weeks the legendary gear is where it should be as far as rolls are concerned, and then we have weeks like last week where it was subpar 40 stat rolls and whatnot, but should be around where we are now. So we have the Wild Hunt legendary armor set with a 61 on the gauntlets, 65 on the chest armor. This is for the Warlocks, of course. 61 on the helmet, and a 63 on the leg armor. Nothing great as far as the particular stat distribution, and that's kind of across the board on all three classes. Over on the exotic weapon page, we have Dead Man's Tale with Snapshot, and what else? Armor-piercing rounds, and then we have the Hawkmoon with Hipfire Grip, and I believe also Combat Grip. So this is a pretty good PvP roll if you don't have it. That's going to be it for all the Xur loot. Already covered the legendary Lost Sector, and the last couple of things I wanted to talk about were, one, obviously we have Grandmaster Nightfalls back this week. Proving Grounds is the strike. Not the best strike to farm, in my opinion, after doing it a few times. It's kind of long. The boss is actually pretty easy to cheese if you know how to do it, and I might do a little bit of a recap on that heading into the weekend. I'm certainly going to do a build guide for all GMs sometime over the weekend. Look for it on Sunday, perhaps, because there is a couple of particular builds that really are the go-tos at the moment. If you're not using them, you're kind of doing something wrong. So I'll tell you about those. Look out for them on Sunday. And the last thing that I wanted to cover for anybody who hasn't played at all this week, and if you're looking for what is, in my opinion, one of the easiest, maybe not the best, but certainly the easiest XP farms, weapon farms, if you're trying to rank up weapons or XP to get a little bit of extra power, we have the In the Deep mission available on the Moon. Now, I covered this at the beginning of the week, but essentially there is an AFK farm that you can actually do in this particular mission at the very end, because there is infinite thrall, and it doesn't boot you out of the area where the infinite thrall are. The thrall are the only enemies in the area, so it's very easy to just dismiss them at will, and if you do it right, you can actually stay in this area for as long as you want, kill farm as much as you want. So if you haven't done this at all, if you don't know anything about that, maybe check out the video I posted earlier this week, or the last video that I posted. And that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that already for more Destiny 2 Lightfall content. Big shout out to my buddy Lord Sinister, hanging out behind me, decided to join me for today's Xur/Trials video. And if you've watched to this point in the video, please remember to leave a hashtag Trials of Osiris or a hashtag Xur or a hashtag Lightfall in the comments section down below for another entry into the next giveaway for this video. We're getting very close to 70,000, which is something that I never thought I would ever be able to reach. So thank you all so much again. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time.